Hello guys and happy Monday. I'm in a really chatty mood today. I'll probably end up talking. I just have like a lot of things I want to talk about and kind of like update everyone. Mia's here. She's such a good girl in the car. We get a treat every time we sit on my lap in the car because we know it's time to drive. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. But I've basically, okay, we'll just drive and start chatting. Yeah. Do you want to say hi really quick? You want to say hi really quick? She says hi. She loves you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. It's a really wonderful place to be. I feel very honored that we're all here today. Yeah, baby? So if you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, please subscribe. Also, YouTube does just not notify people about their subscriptions anymore. Happy 2019. So if you actually really want to see my videos and you like me, then just click that bell, and then that way you just get a notification just so you know that I basically have a new video up. Baba, let's just sit right here so mommy can drive, yeah? Can we sit right here? Can we sit like this? Can we sit like, oh, there we go. That's good. Yeah? Basically, last week, honestly, so I just want to talk about like this whole new year thing, right? Like everyone's posting like goals, new year, like this, and for some reason, like, well, first of all, if you look at it astrologically, not that we always need to look at everything astrologically, even though it's really helpful, like January 1st just didn't have any any sort of significance astrologically, right? And additionally, it was a waning moon during that time. Do I go right? Yeah, I'm gonna go left here. It was a waning moon, so technically it's not even a good time to start anything during waning moon. It's time to release. It's a good time to clean things out. It's a good time to like let go of bad habits, to like clean your apartment, to get rid of clothes, to make physical room so that energetic room can come in. Oh, so good you're sitting through the other tree. Good girl. You're so good when you sit like that. That's so nice. It's so sweet of you to let mommy drive so we can be safe. Safe girls. Also, I know it's black. I just have so much to say to you guys. Hold on one second. Baby, it's 6:45. Baby, I'm barely alive. That song played at Pilates and it took stuck in my head. But anyway, so like everyone just has such like a push on like productivity and new this and be a new person, and I feel like a lot of people feel really overwhelmed by that. Honestly, I mean, I don't know, just seeing it all, I can just like sense. Maybe it's just me. I just don't like. It's just like weird to me that one day we're all gonna be like, yes, oh my gosh, like now I have to start all these habits and like I need to make like goals, and you just feel like forced to, and I feel like that takes you out of like the flow of life. Maybe I'm like getting way too like hippie by saying that. That's not even the proper word to use. And I already, I've been online for so long, I feel like whenever I say something, I already know when I'll say something that's triggering, and I already know what like the response will be, so that's why I feel the need to explain myself. And so many of you guys who are so sweet. Also, I notice people who comment all the time, by the way, like Danny, like you guys who comment all the time, I look at all the comments and I look at everything, and I just want you guys to know I'm very appreciative. If you do leave a comment, I really enjoy actually interacting and hearing your opinion and trying things you guys are sharing. But so anyway, back to what I was saying. I sort of need to explain myself. You guys who watch me tell me to stop explaining myself, so I'll stop. But it's just like a habit because you know people are going to attack you. But I feel like it's overwhelming to force people out of nowhere to just like set goals. I think you should go with the natural flow of life, you know, like in a sense, like okay, if you feel like, wow, like I feel out of shape, I should get in shape, and you feel that way, I don't know, February 22nd, you're like, wow, what a beautiful car that was, and you're like, wow, I should get in shape. Then February 23rd, you sign up for ClassPass or something. Wish that was sponsored. I love ClassPass, paying for it myself every month. Would love to be sponsored by them because the amount of money I spend on ClassPass is unbelievable. Anyway, but Mimi, she's being so good today. I'm just like such a princess today. But I just, yeah, like I feel like you just go with the natural flow. If you're like out of nowhere, like wow, like I should set goals and stuff. Although I can see how it can be a positive push for some people who maybe maybe they just don't kind of like, I don't know, I'm very, why'd you jump like that? I'm very, very, very in tune with myself. I think it's come through like a lot of meditation. I wasn't like this years ago. And those of you who have watched me have always say you see such a difference. I honestly was never like this. I don't think I've ever in my life been as more self-aware of myself now, in my feelings, my actions, how I affect others, in everything, and what I need, and like why I'm feeling a certain way, and like all of that. I don't think I've ever been more self-aware in my life. And so maybe that's why I feel like if I ever feel like I need to make a change or something, I will make the change right away. Like if I feel uncomfortable with something, or I don't like something, or I'm not feeling my best in something, etc., I feel like I immediately recognize that. I'm just sorry, I'm seeing what's trying to turn on right now. I immediately recognize that, and you know, change or improve, whatever that may be. And so I just feel like the whole new year, it can just be overwhelming to people who are like, whoa, I need to set goals, and but they feel like people who maybe are like me, who also just kind of change and shift things as they feel appropriate, whether that's working out, their look, school, whatever it may be, career. If you are just kind of doing that as you go through your life, then when you feel like all of a sudden everyone's like, make a goal, do this, you feel like kind of like overwhelmed. But I also do acknowledge the other side, and I see how for some people who maybe just kind of do live their life not as self-aware, which is nothing, there's nothing wrong with that. Like there's different levels of consciousness. There's people who are going to be more conscious and less conscious, and our whole, I feel like, purpose is to evolve our consciousness, and that's like the path that I feel like I try to every day and every month and every week and every year be more mindful and be more compassionate and X, Y, and Z, and truly really try to come always from a place of love. I think that's something that we all work on. Like it's always like love over fear, but you know, we're humans, and we get shaped by like the things that we encode, that we go through. Like we go through an experience, and we go through this, and we have such a strong association with that. Like let's say you let's say when you're younger, whenever you had donuts, you remember like every time you ate donuts, you gained weight for some reason, even though maybe that wasn't the exact reasoning, but you remember like donut and weight, and you have that really strong tie. Now whenever you maybe feel a donut, you feel extreme like guilt or something about that. I'm trying to use a very like light example to demonstrate a point. But let's say you now every time you eat a donut, you have this like immediate feeling of guilt right after, because emotions in us are stored. And that's why things like hypnotherapy and NLP techniques and things like that, that's why those work, because what it does is it kind of like retrains your mind to remember things a different way, so that in your subconscious you don't have those emotions come up. But this is a Gemini talking. This is just how I explain things. I know I go in circles, and for some people who are very linear, it may be really hard to follow. But maybe those of us who are more, I feel like in general men think very linear, and girls kind of, they find what they want to say by talking, versus men know what they want to say, like know the point they want to prove, and they talk to prove that point in the quickest, most efficient way. And so depending, and like that's like, you know, the two sides of the brain. So some people, when I ramble and I talk, some of you guys love it and it resonates with you, and you're like, wow, like that really made sense to me. Like I don't know, I just get such good feedback. And some people say it's overwhelming and I lost you. So, you know, I'll try to speak in a little bit more of a linear sense, but I just have to I tell stories as like ideas come to my mind, and I feel like small things are important later, and I like when other people do that, and I like listening to other people who do that. But I can see how it can be frustrating. Tying back that whole spiel, like I was saying, everyone consistently raising consciousness, we want to come from a place of love, but we also have to like overcome past associations with things, or past experiences, or I don't want to use this word, but traumas. Very, I feel like, intense word to use, but sometimes traumas. And I feel like that's kind of like how you try to grow as a person in every area of your life consistently. I'm just thinking what street I have to turn on. I think it's this one. Anyway, so if you felt, like my whole point with that was, if you felt overwhelmed by all this like new year and all this like stuff and goals, don't feel overwhelmed. Just try. The most important thing I can say is to be in tune with yourself. I know that's just like so much easier said than done. Sometimes you feel lost, sometimes you don't know how you feel, sometimes you don't know why you feel how you feel. The biggest thing I can say to anyone, and the biggest piece of advice I truly can give to anybody, okay, one more up, but I just wanted to talk about this because I felt like no one else has talked about this. So if you felt like it has been too much and you just feel like overwhelmed, get in tune with yourself. Honestly, just meditate. Look up and everyone says, how do you meditate? Just look up a 5 to 10 minute guided meditation on YouTube. Find one that you like. It doesn't matter what I say. One that I like, you might think is like so boring and has no value to you. So find one that you truly like and that resonates with you, that makes you feel good. Or if you feel like you're more advanced, just look up meditation music, or you can look up 528 hertz or different vibrations of what you want to attract. You can even fall asleep to 528 hertz. It actually feels so like soothing and relaxing. Okay, I'm so, it's definitely one street over, I think, guys. He's being so good, she's taking a nap. But I just wanted to talk about that. So last week, also right now, so many things astrologically going on. If you're subscribed to my guides, I try to talk about them too much because I feel like I used to talk about them a lot. Some people love it, some people got annoyed. I'm not going to talk about a lot of you are already members. I have a monthly guide, it's $10 a month. We talk about what's going on astrologically that month, how to use the energy to manifest what we want. It's just kind of like a support system. If you feel like you're going through things, you're sensing different things, I feel like it's good to know that other people are sensing it too, and to know that everything is happening for a reason. Like if you feel stressed or anxious or whatever, and then you read the guide and you see there's an eclipse going on, or you see that this is going on, just to feel like you're guided and you feel like you're on a path. I mean, that's the whole concept of faith, right? When people have faith, that's what keeps people sane in a sense, because you have trust in something greater than you. That's even the whole premise of like Alcoholics Anonymous or something. That the first step that they admit is like, I went the wrong way. Thank you. Nice. But you admit like that you don't have power over yourself and you trust something greater than you to have the power over you. Anyway, why do I get so lost off track? If you want to be a part of like a community, it's a really great place to be. I want to start like I don't really use Facebook at all. I want to start some sort of community where we can all chat. We do have an Instagram for that page, and maybe I just need to be more involved on it. Before I just try to post about the important astrological things that were going on, but I feel like maybe I need to be more involved. Let me know what you guys want from me. I'm always willing to give it to you. I really love, like, I just think it's so important to, I'm here. It's really important to have a community. It's really important to feel a sense of connection and to feel a sense of support. I think it's just like, oh my gosh, perfect. Parking right here, folks. $5 flat rate. That's what we like to hear up in this bitch. Okay, I'm gonna park. I'm gonna chat with you guys. Maybe I'm barely alive. Cause girls like you. Okay, I don't know why I listen to, oh my gosh, beep. My baby's sleeping in my arm, but I have to press the ticket. Sorry, Bubba. Sorry, Nugget. Okay, and where do we park? Oh fuck yeah, spawn spot right here. It's important to have community and it's important to feel supported, and I just really want to be that for people. I just think that it's sometimes important for me to, sometimes I have to take a step back. Why is the lighting? I feel like it's important for me to take a step back and like regain clarity, and I don't know if it's just like a Gemini thing or a human thing. Sometimes I feel like I just need to step back and like almost like rebuild parts of myself that I want to be better. I think I know who's Coco scratched my hand. But last week for me, I just felt like I was just like needed to be. I feel like I'm always doing something, right? Like I'm always like out and running, and you guys always say you always feel like I'm doing something, and I just needed like time to just like not just to like be with myself, almost like to just like wake up and be with my thoughts, and like just to meditate and not push my body to go do something. Like I kind of like I always make myself do things like go work out, go do this. I just like had like a week to just like let myself, my mind, body, everything just be still and like see what came up for me, and I really needed that last week. And I felt really guilty that I felt like I wasn't myself, you know, like normally on here I'm so energetic, I'm so chatty, I feel like I have so much to share with you. I have like all this love for you guys. I just want to like inspire you with like what's going on. I want to be the support system for you guys. I want to talk about makeup, I want to talk about fashion, I just want to like be that person that can just soak up life and like just share and like give back and like be inspiring and uplifting. And I want you guys to watch my video and to like that makes you feel good again, that makes you feel inspired, that makes you want to go do things. But I didn't feel like that, you know, for a week or so. I just felt like I felt like I needed like just to like be by myself, and it was like very weird. I just wanted to like hang out with myself and just it has nothing to do about like with like anything in my life. Like I love everybody in my life. Like I I love my parents, I love my boyfriend, I love my friends, I love all of that. I just felt like I needed to just kind of like just be with my thoughts and see what really came up for me, and I just gained so much clarity and so much insight. And now I see why people, you know, go on like retreats where they like don't have their phone for a week, a month, or whatever, because when you're just with yourself and you don't have constant stimuli of this, like I like wake up and I have emails and I have texts and I have this and I just have so many things to attend to. My mind is constantly thinking like, what do I have to attend to next? Like that's my mind nonstop. Like I have to respond to something. There's something I need to do at all times. That's kind of what I feel like. Like I felt like I always have something I could do. I'm on winter break from school. I just felt like I finally had more time that I could actually be with myself, and I feel like I feel like me again. Like I feel like I'm so inspired. So many ideas came to me that if I was just working nonstop would have never come to me. And I don't know, I just want to share more of my thoughts. I know maybe a bit ago in my vlogs I would share like a lot of my thoughts like this, like kind of like life philosophies, things I saw. I feel like I see a lot of things that other people don't see, and like people's interactions and intentions and just like human dynamic. I feel like I pick up on so much. I'm very analytical, and I used to share a lot of this and you guys really appreciated it. I remember how I got such good feedback when I would share more of my thoughts. For some reason recently I feel like I had to share to more content, like sharing more specific things. Like I feel like I wanted to share more outfits with you guys, or I wanted to share more products. Like I just felt like I wanted to share things I was loving lately more, less of my thoughts. And maybe that's because, you know, it's vulnerable to share your thoughts. It's vulnerable, is that? No. It's vulnerable to share like ideas you're having, and maybe because I put myself out there so much, and if I ever got like a critique or something that I just didn't want to deal with it. Maybe that's what it was subconsciously. I didn't want to, you know, put certain things out. But I'm just really excited to share my thoughts again, because I just realized like when I hear someone talk about something that I've never heard anyone talk about, but they phrase it just how I thought about it, or just how I felt about that, it makes you just feel so complete. It makes you think like, wow, someone understands, someone feels the same way, and I just want to be that for you guys. And yeah, I don't know, like I post a lot more on Instagram now. I basically story like a lot during the day. I'm posting so much content. I'd really appreciate it if you guys wanted to follow me on there. I feel like you guys will really like it if you like my type of content and you want to kind of see it more like consistently. Obviously I'm consistent on here, but there, you know, it's like every day. And yeah, I know, I just wanted to kind of come in and say, don't be stressed about this new year. It's going to be an amazing year. And you know, no matter how it's starting off for you, it's just a year. It's just a way to mark like a period of time. You know, it's a 3-year. It's gonna be, last year was a 2-year, which was a lot of personal inner growth, which it was a lot, honestly. I feel like I really had to take a look at myself and every behavior and everything I was doing, and like I feel like I truly to the core like pushed myself to be the best possible person I still honestly am. And it feels like just like so rewarding to like live authentically and live in the way that you know is right and how you'd want to be treated. And so I feel like really pushing myself to be that has been amazing. But this year is a year of a lot of physical manifestation. Hello?
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 Hi.
Hi.
This is Instacart shopper?
Hi, could you leave the groceries? I'm really excited to be that for you. I'm really excited to love you guys and be there and uplift and inspire, for lack of a better expression. Right now I'm just headed to grab some wine with a friend. We're gonna bring baby. Can you come here? I have her food. That's for some water. The vet said it's really good for me to actually bring her places because she needs to be socialized. And yeah, I'm very careful with her. I don't put her on the ground or anything like that.